There is the lineup in this Great North City Games men's 2 miles, the Booper men's 2 miles. 4 US athletes up against the quartet of Britain.
It's all beginning to spread out now as they begin this second lap of 2 in this 2 miles, this Booper 2-mile road race. And Mo Farah in second place behind Brian Oliver. Just to bring you up to date with what he could do in the steeplechase, an 8:19 man at best, but that was back in 2007. He was reserved for the World Championships when they were held in Helsinki in 2005. Didn't have a particularly good steeplechase race recently in Berlin. He was 13th in that. So here he's probably trying to establish himself back again. And he's opened up a really good gap here, and Mo Farah, though, just latched onto him, and as one would expect him to do.
Well, he was 13th in Berlin, but he did run 8:30, Stuart. It wasn't a dreadful performance. I mean, anything from 8:30 downwards is pretty useful running in the chase. I thought them the meeting record by Craig Mottram from 2 years ago, from last year rather, 8:31 in this 2 miles, was slightly vulnerable, but unless they fly through this next half mile or so, then it's going to stay pretty safe. But Olinger doing all the work, and he's not only damaging the Britons, he's damaging the rest of his teammates as well. Only Mo Farah is with him. And Mo Farah knows he's got a race on his hands here. I mean, all credit to the American. He's relatively unheralded, it has to be said. His road races in recent weeks have included the Peachtree 10K in the USA, which is a big, tough race with a lot of Africans in it. He finished 8th in that, so we know he's in pretty good shape. And he really has taken the race to the Briton here. He's not been intimidated by the reputation of Mo Farah, but that gap between this leading pair and the rest of them, and I think that's the American Bowes in 3rd place, is growing.
Mo is sitting there, and in fact, in a sense, Olinger is providing a wonderful pacemaker at the moment, because Olinger actually has got the right tactics. If he's going to do anything, he's got to try and run a little bit of the speed out of Mo Farah, but Mo looks so easy, just a little glance behind him, and one would expect him to attack as they approach the latter stages of this race. But Olinger's done well here, certainly has. As Tim was saying earlier, Mo's had a bit of a break, but sometimes rest is of great benefit.
Well, exactly right. A lot of athletes very, very tired, came back from Daegu and raced in Zurich just 3 or 4 days later. But here goes Mo Farah now, crossing the swing bridge, that 3/4 distance, over 3/4 distance. Just begins to start working and lengthening that loping stride of his Mo Farah. He's raced here 4 times before as Mo Farah. He's won on 3 occasions, just lost a mile to Andy Baddeley 2 years ago. He didn't race last year. And whether or not that holiday in Somalia is in the back of his mind after this race to end his 2011 track season, Mo Farah is focused till the end. And Olinger's done so much damage to the rest of this field, but there was no way he was going to shake this man. He's in wonderful shape, Mo Farah. He's raced fairly sparingly this year, he really has. He's picked and chosen his races very, very carefully. He could have made many, many tens of thousands of dollars in races over the last couple of weeks. He's chosen to shun those and focus upon this final run out on the streets of Newcastle and Gateshead. And it's all being rewarded here with a very, very strong finish. And the gap back to Olinger is beginning to widen. Mo Farah just keeps checking over his shoulder, but I don't think there's a great deal of need. Olinger has worked very hard to earn what looks like a second place coming his way. But Mo Farah now beginning to accelerate more and more. Shades of the winner Bernard Lagat from earlier on. Through this final 4 or 600 metres, Mo Farah getting quicker and quicker. He'll step now onto this 150 metres of tartan track. Olinger goes through in second place. There's C, the 3rd placer there, Jeff C for the USA. And the Americans, in fact, looks like they're going to have 2, 3, 4 in this race. But Mo Farah acknowledges the support from this crowd. Up close and personal, that's what you could say, really, the relationship between the crowd here and Mo Farah, who strides home to a comfortable victory over 2 miles. There it is, 8:37.8 from Mo Farah. Very, very casual win indeed for the Briton. Looks like he could go round again. Well, here it is again. Time to wave there. He had time to blow kisses to the crowd in Daegu, even though the winning margin over Bernard Lagat was much, much tighter.
How quickly does your mind turn towards next year, even though you've had this fantastic recent success?
Yeah, definitely. You've got to forget about it and just focus on next year. You know, 2012 is a big year, so I'm looking forward to it. So I just got to stay injury-free, stay positive, and keep doing what I'm doing.
The British team captain today, remember, is Mo Farah, notching up a point for his squad.
With the score at 3-2 to the United States, it's the men's 100 featuring Harry Akines Arite, back from the Brussels Diamond League and up at 5 AM this morning to make this race. A good start by Porter on the near side. Look at Harry Akines Arite, he's going well, and so is Malcolm. This could be a good win for Great Britain. Harry Akines Arite is going to take this. Malcolm in second place, Porter I think in third, with Asagi in fourth. 10.28. Well, the 5 o'clock in the morning wake up this morning hasn't affected Harry Akines Arite. He won that quite well, and Christian Malcolm followed him in, so Britain 1 and 2 there.
Well, that's a bit of a turn-up, isn't it? Great start from Harry Akines Arite on the far side. Perhaps he should try getting up at 5 AM and taking a couple of flights in future before his races. But look at that on the far side. Christian Malcolm, himself a former World Junior champion, going away from the two Americans as well. But Akines Arite, a fabulously talented young man, as a World Junior champion. People still waiting for him to step up as a senior athlete, but that won't do his cause any harm at all, and Britain take the point.
There's the evidence, 10.27. Harry Akines Arite, Christian Malcolm 10.45, Jeff Porter 10.56.
Now here we have the lineup for the women's 150. Aniko Nura for Great Britain up against Carmelita Jetta for the USA, then Abio Yepitan for Great Britain, and Dawn Harper completing the lineup. Away they go. Not actually a great start from Carmelita Jetta there. When will she turn it on? This is 150, remember, not 100. Here goes Jetta now. Starts pumping harder with the arms, going well on the far side as Onura. But Jetta's steaming clear and going to win this by 3 metres and more. Crosses the line there in 16.51. Well, the world best on a proper track with a bend is 16.1, but on a straight, that is a world best. I won't say world record because it's not an official championship distance, but the world best on a straight by Debbie Ferguson-McKenzie in Manchester 2 years ago was a 16.54. Unofficially, without that time confirmed, we've just seen the fastest time ever on a straight 150 by Carmelita Jetta there, and Stewart, that she took the first half very casually.
Very relaxed in the first part. She really just hammers it in the final stages. Remember, silver medalist in the 200 metres in the World Championship, so she's got speed endurance and strength endurance. So 150 well within her compass, of course, and totally in control, but she really just hammered it in the last 50 metres and nothing more.
Carmelita Jetta winning that 150 in the fastest time ever for a straight race.
Well, Jeremy Hicks of the United States was first to jump in the long jump competition. His basic hang technique took him out to 7 metres and 84. That then was the target for the rest. The twice English champion, JJ Jagadi, representing Great Britain, responded with a first round jump of 7 metres and 72, not quite enough to take the lead. The best jump of the second round was from Ezekiel Ewulu of Great Britain. His 7.51 performance was his best jump, but he remained in third place. On to the last round, and world champion Dwight Phillips of the United States, well, he'd had a lacklustre series of no jumps, and this final effort a no jump too. It meant that the very first round, 7 metres and 84 centimetres from Jeremy Hicks, was in fact the winning jump. The USA took their 1-point win. The men's 150 metres. There's the lineup. James Ellington, Great Britain in lane 1. Walter Dix, the United States, in lane 2. Marlon Devonish, Great Britain in 3. And Maurice Mitchell, the United States, in lane 4. I would expect Devonish to go quite well. Walter Dix didn't get away well at all. They're all going well. Ellington go well on the near side. Mitchell going strong. Here goes Dix. The powerhouse is starting to move away now. Walter Dix in the United States is going to take this, and it's quite quick, I would think. 14.65, it is quick. Not as quick as Usain Bolt in Manchester in 2009 when he ran 14.35, which is the world's best. But Walter Dix, well, at halfway, really put on the burners, didn't he, and moved away from the rest of the field.
He really worked hard from halfway onwards, but once he started driving in that hunched-shouldered style of his, Dix, well, Marlon Devonish was powerless. He's a very, very classy performer, is Walter Dix. Good time, as you say, considering, again, he took the first half fairly easy.
think it's definitely going in the right direction with my training, progress for 2012. I found some flaws in my race last night, and I think it's going to set me up for 2012 perfectly.
There's the lineup for this final track event of the Great North City Games. The men's 110-metre hurdles. Will Sharman and Andy Turner for Great Britain, third and fifth respectively at the World Championships, and then of course that American pairing, well, incredibly strong. Great start from Andy Turner there. He really did take the race to the Americans there. Can he surprise us here? Richardson beginning to move away. Great running from Richardson on the near side. Look at this. And Oliver going well too. Turner struggling now as they come towards the end. It's going to be a comfortable win for Richardson there. 13.15 with a plus 0.7 following wind. Well, he didn't get the best of starts. Andy Turner was by far the quickest away. But Richardson wins. He takes the point for the USA, who are confirmed as match winners. Oliver in second place, a metre or two down, and Andy Turner. Well, it has been a long, hard season. The climax to his year was undoubtedly that final in Daegu where he took the bronze medal, which was quite unexpected. But the USA, I think we expected them to be on top, Stuart, and they have been in this one.
Magnificent technique from Richardson. He really leans into the hurdle. Look at that, his trail leg comes off so quickly that he gets down to earth so quickly.
The win there for Jason Richardson, 13.16 in the men's 110-metre hurdles. David Oliver second, 13.36. Will Sharman taking third, 13.82.
Well, I had a great season, a consistent season, and this is just another element to that. I can't ask for anything more than to finish out the season in such a great place.
So a resounding 7-3 victory for the United States in this inaugural transatlantic Great North City Games. Dwight Phillips receiving the trophy on behalf of the United States. And next up for us, well, we're off to Scotland to the Bupa Great Edinburgh Run. Always a real spectacle around the streets of the Scottish capital. But don't forget, keep up to date on our website, greatrun.org. But for now, from Tyneside, goodbye.